The Boomer Bunker is recorded live in front of an online audience.
You think your stupid little podcast or your little TV show is going to change the world like hell it is.
I'm going to start a podcast that has no focus, and it'll take up an inordinate amount of time.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Memorial Day episode, Memorial Day Boomer Bunker podcast. It's Monday. And do we take a day off? The fuck we don't.
We care about our listeners.
That's right. My name is John Domingo, and alongside of me is the Duchess.
Good evening.
And quietly lurking in the back, the Duke of Drops, it's producer Mike. Where's the tinfoil for my hat? There we go.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, Duchess. I don't know what to tell you, but all right. Before we get into everything, before I forget, let's tell everybody where they can find all our stuff and how they can hang with us.
Absolutely. So don't just listen to us, get involved. Follow us on social media and become part of the chaos. Drop us a voice message anytime at boomerbunker.com/voicemail, or you can call or text us directly at 856-477-1935. We want to hear everything you send us: rants, reactions, hot takes, jokes, conspiracy theories. And you can also jump into our Discord and connect with fellow bunker dwellers during and after the show. Go to boomerbunker.com/Discord, and all the social links you need are waiting at boomerbunker.com. And if you love the show and want to help us continue it, keep it going, doing all the great things that we do, you can support us over at boomerbunker.com/support and throw a few bucks in the kitty.
Yeah, everybody loves it when you stuff the kitty.
Stuff it, please.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I would think that if you're a fan of the show,
right,
the Discord would be a perfect place to go to hang out with other
It's
people.
a lot of fun.
It is. And then there's other podcasts that we know that we go into their Discord and we have a lot of good time.
Yes.
It's fun. It's a fun little thing there. All right, Duchess. So I hear that you did a 5-mile race.
I did. On Saturday, I had, there's a town about an hour north of me. I live along the Jersey Shore. Beautiful beach town, and this was their 48th year of hosting this 5-mile run, which is a scholarship thing. They donate to a lot of the schools and other local clubs, so they make a ton of money. There's usually anywhere from 10 to 12,000 people that participate in this race.
How much? How much to enter?
I'm sorry, how much?
To enter the race.
To enter? Oh my gosh, I think it was like $55. I got a T-shirt and a medal.
Oh, look at
I got my participation medal, so I was very happy.
You got about.
I don't always get one. A lot of places don't do medals, so I don't normally get anything.
And where do we put all these medals?
I have a binder with the plastic sleeves, the inserts, and I put them all in there. Plus, I print out my certificate time, and I put my race bib in there.
For you.
Yeah.
Well,
I would like to get one that I can hang on the wall because there's ways you can display them.
Yeah, my daughter used to go to horse shows all the time, and she used to win ribbons. You know, the red, the blue, the whatever color ribbons they used to do.
Well, the blue is the best. So
yeah, the blue ribbon, then you had the red
yellow,
and yellow,
kind of green,
whatever. And they were just in a big giant bucket. And I said,
yeah,
you know,
my daughter hung them around her room. We hung dowels like on little, like I think we almost like thumbtacked them in because the ribbons weigh nothing.
Right.
Like the ones you get at the horse show, they're like all it's just a ribbon. So we just clipped them around the room. She loved it.
Thousands of dollars for these to go to these horse shows over the years.
Yeah.
And and we just got a bucket full of ribbons. Hey, Jerry's here. Put that back up again. It was Jerry from formerly Back Up. Running's supposed to be done out of necessity, not by choice.
I did have my best time running. It was a surprisingly good race. I'm not a fast runner, but I made it a point to run more because I run a bit, walk a bit, run a bit, walk a bit, and I tried to run more, and I did okay. I had a great playlist, so it was like very angry music, so Beastie Boys and stuff like that, So
Jerry challenged me. He says, "You don't have a hair on your ass if you don't eat a hot dog on the air tonight." I didn't have any hot dog. You know me.
Okay.
Yeah, I would eat 5 hot
Memorial
dogs.
Day?
Yeah, because it's Memorial Day. If I had hot dogs, I'd have heated up some hot dogs, put them on some buns, and I ate them through the show. Because I mean, I ate a whole day old Whopper that was in my truck in the heat. I ate that. Nobody.
I like how you're proud of that. You're like, I ate a nasty old Whopper. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
A few of them back in the 80s.
Do you remember eating Taco Bell on the show? While you played a video of like, you shouldn't eat tacos if you're not this and that. And you're like,
Cinco de Mayo, they said, if you vote for Trump, you're not allowed to eat. You ain't allowed to eat a taco. I'm sitting there.
And you're eating it. It was like on the TikTok.
My Trump hat on. I have my Trump hat on. Go fuck yourself, assholes.
I love when people say that. I'm like, I'm supporting the economy. I'm supporting small business.
Oh, because I don't even, there's no logic. Let me tell you something. You got to bring this up. There is no logic when you talk to liberals. And here's a perfect example. Here is a liberal who they start asking them questions, and she's a teacher. And watch this.
We're trying to show the atrocity that America has committed.
Love it.
Love it. You want to watch the video? So this was Iranians being held hostage by America.
I'm not surprised.
Do you think Iran has the right to prevent America from continuing to kill its people?
Does Iran have the right
to defend itself? Iran have the right to defend itself.
Yeah.
Like if America's killing Iranians for decades.
Yeah.
What if I told you that every single video we showed you right now, this was actually attacks by the IRGC on Americans?
Now, do you think America should have the right to defend itself?
Uh-oh. They did the dipsy doodle. Now I'm trapped. They've trapped me.
Of course, it's not hard to trap them.
So a logical answer would be that if it was okay for Iran, to defend themselves against America, wouldn't it be the same for America to defend themselves from Iran? I mean, right?
You would think that would make sense.
Listen to this.
And prevent, future Americans.
You answer.
Wait,
why don't you answer? No, because but you said Iran has
the fucking hamster wheel is spinning, but there ain't no hamster on it.
She's just waving her hands.
But I'm not smart enough to answer these questions like this.
So.
Well, that's true. You are not
smart enough to answer the question because she knows what the answer is. She just doesn't want to say it.
She doesn't want to say it out
loud. You just answered the question really quickly. If Iran should have the right to defend itself against American bombings, you said yes.
So I can't. It's too much for me. I'm not just a kindergarten teacher. I'm not.
Okay.
Take your kids out of her class. She's a fucking moron.
Dr. Mrs. is loving this. She's like, ha ha.
This broad is so dumb.
Oh, wait. Okay. She's a kindergarten teacher, so she's brainwashing the kids.
Of course.
Jerry says, then shut your friggin' mouth. I like Jerry.
Yeah.
Hi, Jerry.
Oh, you would like Jerry.
I haven't met Jerry, so this is like the first time.
Right. So. You would like Jerry. Jerry's a pistol.
We break it down very simple.
Yeah.
Iran attacks America. Should America be able to defend itself against Iran?
Crickets. Her head just imploded. Like she just has
he would have switched to Arabic in the middle of the sentence. She just sitting there staring at him like the words don't mean anything to her.
Look at her hands.
Wait, but
break it down even simpler. Okay.
All right, hold on. Let's break it down to the mental capacity of your students, of a kindergartner. All right, and I know I say kindergarten, but okay, here we go.
Iran, bomb, boom, Americans. Should America prevent Iran from bombing Americans in the future?
That was good.
Should America be able to defend itself? If Iran is bombing us.
Yes.
God.
But, should America? Yeah, because we want peace.
Yeah. Well, yes, we want them to not have the capabilities to attack us.
Yes.
Yes.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
Oh God.
Oh, I can't.
Okay, see you, cunt.
These fucking people vote. They vote on emotion, not facts.
It's ridiculous.
And that's so stressful because these are the people that are canceling out other votes.
Also, I don't know if you know this, Duchess, but it's the 6th year anniversary of George Floyd not getting into trouble and not drinking anymore. or doing drugs. He's been sober for 6 years.
I'll give him a pin.
Here we go.
I saw that on social media. It's terrible.
George Floyd.
Oh, here Lorenzo goes. Literally hate
Ran
people.
into George Floyd up here. He told me he's 6 years sober today. Good job, George.
Yeah, I wonder how. Hey, well, I don't know how sober has Devin been up there.
Couple 2.5 probably. Oh, it's been 2.5.
Has it been 2.5 years he's been dead?
It has to have been.
His drinking is terrible. In the very beginning of the show, during our little clips while we're waiting for everybody to get here, I had this one chicken. So I wanted to ask you about it. So let me play it here.
This is an Ayam Cemani. It's an all-black chicken. Even their meat is black.
So it's an all-black chicken.
Okay.
And even its meat is black.
I've heard of that.
You have? I've never heard of this before. Mm-hmm. So I have a question for you. I'm going to just set some parameters. You're already shaking your head. You know where I'm going.
I don't want to eat that.
If this chicken tastes like chicken, everything's the same except the meat's black, you won't eat it?
Well, you eat with your eyes first, right? So if something looks different than what you're normally used to, I don't know. Maybe. I might try
racism.
it.
I can't believe the
how
racism.
How is that racist? What are you fucking talking about?
You'll eat the white chicken, but you won't eat the black chicken? How racist is that?
How does that have anything to do with food? You don't even like, you told me the other night you don't like shredded chicken. Is that white?
No. Okay. I don't like shredded.
Would you eat black chicken?
I'd eat the shit out of black chicken.
Why?
If it tastes like regular chicken, because it's chicken. I don't give a shit what color it is. I'm not racist. White girls usually choke on black chicken. Very good. Yes.
No white meat choice with this bird, says Sparky. And Bob goes, it's called a bull chicken.
Right. Yeah. I'd eat the shit out of a black chicken. What's the difference? It's just the color of the meat. See, look. The white meat is good for you. The black meat makes you want to rob a 7-Eleven. Now, Jose, that's her.
Hey, chicken,
that's racist. That's racist. I don't know. I'll say something, and I know Mike will grab it, and it's just going to be inappropriate. I don't think I've eaten black meat before.
Yeah,
you're welcome,
okay.
Mike. There you go. I know that's coming back to get me, but
yeah. Well, the thing with the black chicken, what it does, it shoplifts the vegetables and the potatoes.
Oh my God, stop! That's how it gets in the roaster, right? In the roasting pot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't know, like visually, I think that would freak me out. I probably would try it. I've not eaten that, so I don't eat other parts. I don't even like the dark meat of the chicken. Regular chicken. There you
go. It doesn't even have to be black.
It's
Just
slimy.
it's a little
it's
off
slimy.
white. I will not eat it. Tell
it's
me.
Slimy. Jose goes, I bet it tastes like menthol.
It tastes like Newports. It tastes like Newports and Ripple. It has Newport notes with a tad touch of Ripple. I don't know.
Oh, there you go. Wait, Bob says BK serves that on an orange bun
Orange
at
bun on Halloween.
Sparky says tastes like Thunderbird.
Yeah. Well, you know how.
And Dean says Neil's not slimy. Stop it.
See?
Stop. That's fucking disgusting.
Well, you know how they call Chick-fil-A Jesus chicken. Well, whoever serves this, it would be N-word chicken.
Oh my God, that's gross. It's just not something I've eaten. Like my protein choices are, very select. So it's, it's like filet mignon and white meat chicken. That's about it.
Okay.
So
yeah, but it's okay. So they call it white meat, but if it tastes the same and the only difference is it's as black as Shaq, what's the problem?
I think just visually, because it's not something that's served.
Okay.
That I don't normally see. It's not in my rotation. I've not seen it offered at the restaurants that I eat. Okay, hang on. Mike said, producer Mike in the comments, so you know what sound the oven makes when the black chicken is done cooking.
I don't. What sound does it make?
Shit.
Sure.
God dang it. I
Sorry,
forgot to
Mike,
plug in my fucking battery. God dang it.
All right, do over, Mike. Hey, Mike has a joke here. You know what sound the oven makes when the black chicken's done cooking?
There we go. I got you. Like, I got your back. There we go.
It echoes. It's so strong.
I forgot to plug my computer in.
Oh, my God.
All righty.
Cheers, everyone. Happy Memorial Day.
How many of them you had so far?
No comment.
Oh, I don't know if Bruce is here, but if he's listening to this later, guess what I got today? I got a foot pick.
Shut up.
Yes, I did. I got a foot pick. All right. I guess
you can sell it to Bruce. You can pay for show sponsorship.
Yes.
If you become a show sponsor.
Big racing weekend, a lot of racing going on. You know what's funny? I don't even follow the Indy cars anymore. I wouldn't even know the drivers. You were telling me the other day the names of the drivers.
I don't know who they are.
And Felix Rosenquist.
It looks like it's either Rosenquist or Rosenquist. I don't know how to pronounce it. No,
he won. Yeah, he turned left.
He was the best at turning left.
2,000 times. He turned left 2,000 times.
All right, hold up. Hang on. Budweiser says Felix Unger. Then why the fuck did it say Rosenquist on everything that I looked at?
You know who Felix Unger is?
Oh, fuck you, Budweiser. Go fuck yourself. God damn it. All right, you get one. That's it.
Okay, all right. Just, every once in a while.
Moving on.
Every once in a while, we get a visit from Salty Duchess. There's Salty Duchess.
Says the Indy was a hell of a finish.
They said it was very close. The finish was very close. It was the closest of all time. So there you go.
Yes, it was. But I put this in the chat and then in our notes here. It was a photo finish and closest photo finish in race history by a margin of 0.0233.
That's a gun hair. That's what they call gun hair in racing. Yes, that's an official measurement.
Oh, who cares?
Exactly. And then the other thing was that the Coca-Cola 600, which was the Kyle Busch Memorial, was won by Daniel Suarez, who Kyle Busch gave him his first Cup nationwide, whatever they're called.
Did you say Cup ride?
Cup. It's called the Cup Series. It used to be the Winston Cup, and now I don't even know what they call it now. A sponsor. It used to be the Winston Cup. Winston Cigarettes used to sponsor it. I don't even know the name of it now.
Not so much in cigarettes anymore, but
Sparky says, I root for any driver of Roger Penske so the trophy can come back to Reading, PA. Oh, okay. That's true.
There you go. Boomer Bob with the Herd Busch came in dead last.
Last. It's a sin. I mean, I was watching his kid, Braxton, who's 11, just turned 11. And this kid can drive a race car at 11 years old. He was in full-sized late models and was driving and was doing a very good job. So it's awesome. Like I said, it's a sin. Again, I think it's preventable. What happened? A man gets sick. He's like, I got to do all these things. I can't take a day off. I've got all these commitments and sponsorship things and all. And then he ended up with pneumonia. It turned into sepsis. It killed him, which is
that's fucked up. Go to the doctor, dudes.
Totally preventable. It's a sin. Yeah. It didn't have to go this way.
Jerry said his son went to the Indy, and he said it was one of the greatest sports experiences of his life, and that it was also an amazingly patriotic event. Yeah. They usually seem to be. They had the flyover with one of the I want to say Black Hawk, but I don't think it was. One of the choppers flying low over the cars, which is always kind of cool. I saw the replay on that. But yeah, I think it's I don't know. I feel like NASCAR race car events seem to be very pro-Trump.
Now, last week when we were talking about this, Jerry says, I think Kyle OD'd. What, on cough syrup?
Maybe. Could have.
I don't know. Well, he was having problems with the G-force, and he was having, he thought he had a head cold, and I guess that turned into the ammonia. And then
ammonia gets you every time, yeah.
Right. And he went to the doctors. I guess they were trying to get, take care. I guess they didn't realize it was pneumonia. I guess they didn't do the chest x-ray and all that. And I guess, I don't know. But what I was saying
last
week.
This guy has good health insurance. I mean, you'd want your driver to be top notch. Like, if he wasn't feeling well, like the priority is to hustle him to everything.
I got to tell you, I mean, the sponsorship money for these cars means everything. So
if your guy doesn't drive or dies, kind of sucks.
Right. they're going to have to put somebody else in the car, and then they might lose sponsorship for that car, and everybody might lose their job if they can't get a top-notch driver, which God Bush was a top-notch driver.
Or you miss an event and go get your fucking health checked. So maybe this will, prioritize some things maybe for people.
Every time there's an accident where somebody dies, they go back over it, they crawl over it, research it, and there's usually something that happens that will stop this from happening in the future. And I mean all racing. Sprint cars, drag cars. Every time there's a major accident or something like that, they go in and they investigate this and they see let's just think what happened with Dale Earnhardt Dale Earnhardt Sr. When he died, they made softer walls.
Snapped his fucking neck. That's why.
Because his seatbelt came loose.
Well, he wouldn't
when
wear
hit
the thing. He wouldn't wear the collars, right?
I think he
or did they develop them after him? I thought he refused to wear that.
I don't know if he had the hands device on. I don't remember, but I'll be honest with you. When he hit the wall, I was like, that was no big deal. I've seen cars hit the wall like that plenty of times, worse than that, and the drivers come out okay. For some reason, they said something happened with his seatbelts. They weren't tight or they weren't fastened right. And when he came forward, apparently it broke his neck. And
he
that's
refused
why he was
it. So it said he never wore a hands device during his racing career because he complained the device was uncomfortable and restricted his range of motion.
Well, he's comfortable now.
Yeah, well, he's super sleepy at this point. So, and what it says he suffered a fatal basilar skull fracture. So he whiplashed himself to death.
It's like when
he was hanging on by the fucking cord, I think.
It's like when you take a rabbit, you hold it upside down and you punch it behind the head. That's what it does to him.
No? Who does that?
That's how you kill a rabbit.
You punch a rabbit?
Behind the head, yeah. If you shoot them and they're not dead and they're still like wiggling around, you just pick it up by the hind legs and give it a real hard punch behind the head, and that usually does it. They go limp as
limp as dead. Yeah. Aww.
Yeah, very limp.
Yeah, let's move on. I don't like that. I don't like hearing that. You fucking punched rabbits. Dead.
Yeah. Yeah. They're saying now that rabbits are the new chicken. That to raise, they're easier to raise. That'll work on a guinea pig too.
Oh,
if I ever get over to that house.
Guinea pig. Oh, Budbugger. Jesus Christ.
Punching a rabbit on the head makes an orgasm that much better. Oh goddamn, Budbugger. You are one sick motherfucker.
Oh my God.
So I was listening to Wheelbarrow Full of Dicks, that podcast. And they were also talking about the Natalie Decker. I think what happens is they're like a week behind us, and so they were talking about the Natalie Decker thing, and they were not very happy about her, quitting. I mean, that's not what, when you're a race car driver, you just don't quit in the middle of a race because you're crying.
She bitched out though. That's fucking gross.
So anyhow, in the middle of this, they were talking about this, and then all of a sudden, Drunk blurts out,
they're just trying to fucking pit a race. Please. And they're dealing with this woman's emotional breakdown.
Oh, man.
Please just keep driving around.
I want to say things, and I'm...
Women don't belong in the fucking cockpit of a racing vehicle. There you go, Drunk. How about that?
Well, that was Travis.
I'm sorry. I got my clips mixed up. And then... Drunk couldn't take it anymore. And
this is why we don't have a woman president, okay?
There we go. I knew I could get it out. Just a couple of key points, and there it is.
What was that?
Spit that out. Didn't take him long to spit that out.
Now he got it.
We got it right. Moment.
Yeah, he was just sitting there. He's like, you know what? I don't have to worry about, it's not driving. It's not just driving. You can't have women in charge of anything.
This is why we don't have a woman president, okay?
There we go. I knew I could get it out. Just a couple of key points, and there it is.
They can't keep their eye on the fucking prize. God damn it.
Deal with your emotions once it's done.
Yeah. Yeah. Just keep your eye on the ball.
Oh, it's on the prize. Don't worry.
I agree with that. They also went on with this.
How embarrassing.
I can't do it, guys.
Just finish the goddamn race.
Guys, I can't do it.
You could not finish a race because you were stewing about the director of the series? What are we talking about?
I can't do it, but also I'm not ready for the online backlash I'm going to get.
Motherfucker. How old is this broad? What's this broad's name?
She's 28, Drunk.
All right, so at 28, all they worry about is their social media.
Here's the deal.
They're followers.
This was
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
Right. This was all her fault. When you start the race, they drop the green flag. You have to stay in line until you pass the starter stand, and then you can come out and try to pass. As soon as they dropped the green flag, she jumped out of line and started to pass, and they got her, and then she had to do what they call a pass-through. You have to come into the pits, stop, and then it's called a stop and go, and they let you go. The problem is you can only do 55 mile an hour on a pitch. You can't go, because if you speed through the pits, they make you come and around and do another pass-through. She came into the pits too fast. So she leaves, they make her stop again. And that's when the bowling commenced. She
fucked herself.
5 laps. Exactly. Yeah. And instead of sitting there sucking it up and saying, okay, I just fucked the whole weekend because now I'm 2 laps down and where they're at, I'm never going to catch up. She started crying like a bitch.
Oh, stop.
Dr. Mrs. Go ahead, you say.
Dr. Mrs. says, I will say that as a woman, racing a race car is something that takes the mentality of a man. So if a woman wants to race, she'd better be able to race with the big boys.
Yeah.
100%. She needs
it's just like, if you can't hunt with the big dogs, stay on the porch.
So Jerry has some criticism for drunk. It says you need to tell that guy he learns how to know how to say broad properly, not Brad. Broad.
His name is Jerry. His name is
drunk.
His name's drunk for a reason.
Is Jerry like East Coast?
Jerry is, he's very East Coast. He's from the Reading area.
Oh, okay. So he has a specific accent, but it's abroad.
Yes. Yeah. Jerry had.
Is Jerry in our Discord? Jerry, you have to join our Discord if you're not in there. I need to hear him in voice chat.
Oh my God. So here's the thing.
Okay.
Jerry had one of the best podcasts I ever listened to. It was called Bad Cop, Bad Cop. Him and a guy named Dave.
Everybody talks about that. Yeah.
And it was legendary. And
right.
But you can't talk like that nowadays and run a business. So they decided to shelve the podcast. Well, for a couple of reasons, but then they decided to shelve the podcast, and it broke my heart.
Midwestern queef. I think it's probably a little better than that.
All right, so let's. We got one more. I don't even know what this. I don't even know what this clip is, but let's just finish it up.
Let's play it.
This is why you don't let skirts behind the wheel. Okay.
Skirts behind the wheel.
It took you a minute. You tried to measure your reply, and I appreciate that.
No, if there was ever a doubt that we weren't going to finally get there,
he just had to keep playing clips. He couldn't have just ended with the one. He just had to let it play out. I'm sorry to the ladies out there. I didn't
Don't
mean it.
apologize, John.
Not all women.
Oh,
own it.
He did what I did. Because when I start talking bad about women here, you start to defend them, and I always have to say, "Not you. You're one of the good ones."
Yeah.
I don't have.
Gentlemen, own your misogyny.
Just because when you're talking about wheelbarrow full of dicks, it's
a funny
literally a bunch of dicks.
Travis.
Yeah. Wheelbarrow full of dicks. Check it out. You know what, Jerry? I think you would like the podcast Wheelbarrow full of dicks. WFOD. Check it out. It's a good show.
Jerry also has some additional comments. He said skirt's wrong too. It's skoits.
Yeah. Well, see, Jerry. He's from St. Louis. He's not.
They talk all funny out there.
He doesn't have the New York.
Doesn't have the amazing vernacular that we do.
Right.
Out here.
Jerry was the one that thought that Jimmy was just a character that I made up in my head.
I've met him. He's real.
Oh, he's a character.
He's a human, real live human character.
Yes.
An unbelievable character.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we could film him.
Who, the Jimmy? Look, I tried to podcast.
Put him up, be like, he's legit.
Yeah, exactly.
He's too funny.
The Jimmy threatened to come in and we're recording Brand X on Friday, and Jimmy calls me. Hey, when's Deuce coming over? Friday. Yeah, I got to talk to him. Okay. Are you going to come for the show, or are you just going to show up afterwards? Are you going to stroll down in the middle of the show? What the fuck are you doing? Oh, no, I'll come to the show. I'll come to the whole show. Okay. All right.
I'll come to the whole show.
I got to tell you right now, I would like to take a poll on how many people think he's going to show up. I say he doesn't show up. I say he gets
50-50. It's challenging.
It's 80-20 that he does not show up.
He didn't show up the last time when I was there, and we all thought he would show up.
I buy him lunch. I buy lunch for him. The one time I bought him lunch, he showed up late just to get his free lunch. He came down, got his lunch, and left.
I know. Fantastic. Stop buying him food.
once you feed a stray cat, right?
Oh, here we go. Bob says it depends. If there's a lemonade stand selling pretzels, he might be late.
No, it was just a pretzel stand that sold water. He got a bottle of water and he got pretzels from a girl that was about 10 years old. Then he gets home, they're stale. He went back to the house and knocked on the door and tried to return the pretzels to get his $1 back.
You know, they're still talking about him. Do you remember that guy?
Fuck you, Jimmy.
Knocked on our door?
Remember that guy that tried to bring the pretzels back?
We thought he was crazy. Yeah.
He's crazy.
Hey, you know, these pretzels are really chewy.
I gotta remember that because if he does show up, I gotta bring up the.
You gotta make him tell that story.
I gotta make him tell that story.
That is the fun. I cried when you told that story. I laughed so hard. I literally had tears in my eyes. Absolutely.
It's not that I want him to tell the story.
Never leave the house until my second shit.
I will tell the story. I just need him to defend his actions. That's all.
There's no defending that. There isn't. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't shoot him. Like, because that's craziness.
Right.
Because some weirdo knocks on the door that, like, A, you don't know, or B, you remember him from buying something. Like,
right,
why is he here?
Why is he here? Yeah, I got it. All right, Duchess, here we go.
Move along.
So you are a member of Planet Fitness.
I am.
You are a member of Planet Fitness. Mm-hmm. So I really would like to know what you think about this. A woman's gym membership was canceled after she complained about a trans-identifying male using the female locker room. You want to take this one there, kiddo?
I certainly can. A woman named Judy Walcott walked into a women's locker room in her local Planet Fitness on April 11th and found a person she described as giving her goosebumps hanging belongings outside of a shower stall. She went to the front desk, made a complaint, and was told there was nothing staff could do. When she pushed the issue again in the following days, a staff member called her transphobic and pointed her to the door. And then a few hours later, Planet Fitness canceled her membership of over 10 years for a policy violation. And she said she found out that an employee had submitted the cancellation form in her name. It was not her signature on the form. And when she came back to the gym to use the gym she'd already paid for, staff called the police and she was handed a no trespass order.
Okay. Hang on. All right. Mm-hmm. So now we know that this isn't the first time this has happened. This has also happened at Planet. This is the second time this has happened. You being a member of Planet Fitness.
Yeah. Okay.
What should be done?
Well, I think men shouldn't be in women's locker rooms.
Okay.
Period.
So you agree with her.
I agree with her.
Okay, so you agree with her that men should be in there.
Yes.
And then what should the general public do? Should they start canceling their memberships? Should they send a strongly worded email? Or should they just say nothing because it's only $10 a week and it's the cheapest gym around?
Kind of all three, honestly.
Okay.
It's a combination of all three. It is the cheapest gym around for $10 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I am bothered by this because if I do go into the locker room to use the restroom or for whatever reason, I certainly don't want to see a man there. The locker room in the gym that I'm in is not big. Like there's nowhere. They have there's a couple showers just with the shower curtains, like 2 changing stalls, like 4 toilets, and then a very small, maybe 15 by 15 changing area. That's it. It's not a big space. And if I saw a dude in there, I would be very upset.
Right.
And I probably would go out and complain.
You go walking into the bathroom and there's a woman coming out of the shower with a sheenus and a 5 o'clock shadow. Do you go to the bed? What do you do? Do you go to the bed?
I would go to the desk. I would be very bothered by that. Now they have signs up, which is funny when I'm there because I'm there very early in the morning and they clean the area. They do a lot of cleaning very early in the morning, late night. And they have a sign outside the door that says the bathroom may be occupied, may have a male in it cleaning the locker room. I'm like, so you know what a man is when they're cleaning it.
Right.
but if a man puts on a pretty leotard or a pretty tank top, he's a chick. That's not how it works.
So if it works for one thing, it should work for everything. If you can identify as a woman being a male, then why can't I identify as a black man? Why can't I just go get a real dark spray tan, identify as a black man?
Well, why can't I just walk into the men's locker room then? Not that I would, but I don't want to go in there because I don't want to see things either.
Not just nobody would stop you.
I'm in the ladies' room.
We wouldn't stop you. No man would stop you from walking into the men's room.
Well, first of all, I guess by the rules, they technically couldn't. But I don't want to go into
Well, if you identified as a male, you could. Here's the deal.
Well,
if you walk in,
if I could be dressed as a woman and be like, well, I just want to go in here.
Most of the guys would be shocked. They would be like, "Oh, whoa," and they would try to cover up. You know what I mean? And any guy that didn't, they would be. Yeah, Doc men wouldn't say, "Well, that's not true." You know, a real gentleman.
And I met the morning crew. They made.
Yeah,
I love the Homer Simpson, but yeah, the morning crew. No, well, I don't know. I can't imagine. I don't see it happening at mine.
So, but do you think that if enough women canceled their membership to Planet Fitness over this, do you think it would change policy?
We would need a lot of people, not just women. It would be great if both could support that because it's dangerous.
So you want us men to do it too?
No.
Okay.
I would like people, human beings, to support this because it's not just a woman has to do it. Because again, we're penalized no matter what.
So what did I just say that was wrong when I say you want men to also join in this protest?
Okay, well,
you said no
because you're leading down the path of we need men to do it. Like men need to take charge and do it. Men, it should be an equally supported. Yeah, you shit stir. So it should be equally supported.
Okay. Now listen.
Don't you have an ex-wife? How many daughters do you have?
I have 4 daughters. Okay, listen, I agree with you. I agree that men and women should start canceling their memberships and protesting in front of these Planet Fitnesses until they straighten their shit out and stop allowing biological men in women's spaces.
Yeah, it's scary.
It should be illegal. It should be stopped. There's no reason for this. So we have a video here of a girl going, I think she's a high school girl. Let's take a look.
My name is Lila Sanders, and I'm a 9th grader at Mount Pleasant High School. I am here to speak about my concerns with the bathroom policy in our county. There have been biological males going to female bathrooms, which raises serious concerns for me and many other students. Last time we were here, Title IX was used as the reason schools supposedly cannot create policies keeping biological males out of the female bathrooms and locker rooms. The argument was that doing so would be discrimination based on sex. However, if you actually look at the definition of sex, it is the classification of male or female based on reproductive organs, chromosomes, and biological functions. Gender, on the other hand, refers to a person's self-representation or how they are viewed by society. Title IX specifically refers to sex, not gender identity. Therefore, it does not stop policies from being put into place. In fact, the Women's Safety and Protection Act went into effect in October 2025. And was created to protect the safety, privacy, and dignity of women and girls by keeping private spaces single-sex based on biology. This policy provides protections regarding covered facilities, including public schools receiving state funds. These protections were created for a reason, and schools should be following them. Bathrooms and locker rooms have always been separated by sex to protect privacy, comfort, and safety, so why not keep it that way?
All right.
Very smart young lady. The fact that a 9th grader had to get up and school a board of education is disgusting.
And the fact that they just ignore this and continue to ignore this,
of course,
because one of the Democrats that are running for governor in California, he was on a show, and this is what he had to say.
For trans athletes in high school, I think when you understand the vulnerability, the stress, the danger of being a trans kid, and you understand that almost half of them try to commit suicide.
Go fuck yourself, old man. What fucking? Sorry, go ahead.
But wait a minute. If half of them try to commit suicide, is it because the stress, or is it because they have a mental illness, and maybe that goes along with it? Maybe that's just a symptom of the what's it called, gender dysphoria. Could that be it too? Again, 1% of the population we are catering to and causing all this chaos and upheaval. Hang on, I almost hit the wrong one. Huh? Here we go.
And then you think we're going to punish those kids. We're going to cut them off from team sports. We're going to cut them off from participating in the community. We're going to cut them off from fun. It's like, no, we're not. No, we're not.
We shouldn't let them not have fun. Fuck those girls who are worried about their safety and their privacy. But, boys should have fun.
Welcome back.
Dressing as girls and pretending to be a girl and terrorizing girls in the fucking locker room. But yeah, fucking scumbag.
Okay.
It's disgusting.
So
he doesn't have children. He doesn't have a wife. He's not concerned.
No, because he's pandering to this side of the aisle. That's why.
Gross.
This is all about votes.
Absolutely gross.
Here's my issue with all of this is that who needs protection more? The trans kid or biological women that are in these spaces? I would say biological women. This girl, Angel Hernandez, who is running track in California and running away with everything.
The guy? The guy running as a girl?
As a girl,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Same
AB,
thing with,
I think they call
Leah
it. Yeah.
Thomas and all. And I got to be honest with you. I blame feminism. I blame feminism because women started this shit. They wanted to be equal rights and equal, they wanted all of this. They wanted to be equal to a man. And they're not. They're not. Physically. Okay? And then
I don't want to be physically equal to a man. I want to be legally equal to a man. That's
we all
different.
Agree. We all agree. That we agree on. But the physicality.
Fuck you, Lorenzo. Get back in the fucking kitchen. Go fuck yourself.
Yes. Hey, women are better at than men. Cooking, cleaning, having kids, taking care of kids. Women
we literally have a
much
chef,
better.
a gentleman chef who is one of our listeners. But okay.
Hey, look, everything's a bell curve. All right, most in the middle. Of course, Aaron's an amazing chef, and he's a male, and that's fine. I didn't say he was gay.
Okay.
I
didn't say you did, but okay.
Get pregnant or something.
Right. So, but again, because women, they start to say that, yes, biological broads deserve protection.
Biological broads.
Biological
Thank you.
broads. That should be
Thank
on.
you,
That should be
Jerry.
on a T-shirt. Biological broads deserve protection.
That's fantastic. Yes.
It should be hung over every women's locker room at every Planet Fitness. Biological broads deserve protection. All right. So I don't know if you know Pearl Davis. Pearl Davis is kind of like an anti-feminist. In other words, she believes, in men. She doesn't like the feminization of men. A lot of these kids today, males today, they get feminized through school. They can't even have this conversation without them correcting themselves and thinking and stopping because they can't say what they want. So Pearl was having a debate with Anna Kasparian. Anna Kasparian. She was part of the Young
What are we
Turks.
talking about? What are we doing?
She hates the Jews. Oh, the Jews. All right, so here she is, and they're talking. And I agree with Pearl.
Plan when men stop doing the dirty and dangerous jobs that keep society running.
Nothing. Doesn't say a word.
An example of which
They're not
jobs you're
wrong.
referring to? Logging, plumbing, crab fishing, oil rig. When men stop doing the
Electricians.
dangerous jobs, when men stop getting married, when men stop having kids, what's your plan? I'm not worried about that.
No, she's not.
She's not worried about it. She's not worried about when men stop fixing things and
The
killing
crickets
spiders.
in her brain just dropped dead.
Right.
But yeah, killing spiders. Yes, that's the most important thing is killing fucking spiders.
Well, I'm just saying, it's just one of
No,
the
I
things.
know. I'm not. No, I agree. I don't like bugs.
Mowing the lawn, stuff like that. Fixing the cars, fixing the heater.
Well, there's certain, I would say, let's put it this way. Each relationship, there should be give and
Right.
take. Like there's certain things one person probably does better.
Right.
I can't fix cars, but I can cook like a motherfucker. So I cook, he changes the oil.
Right.
Fair deal. Fair deal.
Like Paul. Paul's a perfect example. One
Paul,
thing he can't fix is a dishwasher. He should take her to a doctor.
Dishwasher's fixed. Yes. But yeah, I would, there have been a lot of repairs that would have cost tons of money.
Right.
If he wasn't handy. So thank goodness for that.
Yes.
And, so again, there's a give and take of what in a relationship, what each person does. So, and I think that's fair. And if some person's stronger at something or better at something, no one taught me how to change oil in a car. And now I don't want to know. My daughters know. They were taught. I don't care to know. So, because I don't have to. and that's okay. And that's okay. That's part of the give and take of the relationship. But my daughters are familiar with how to do things. They know how to to, change their wiper blades. They can do things. I mean, can they repair the car? No. But can they do the basics? Yes. And that's important. And they also know how to cook. So they can survive. And it's important for every child to know how to do that, by the way. So
all right, so let's listen
back to this. Mm-hmm.
Of course you're not.
No. I don't have a plan, Pearl, for a situation in which men no longer do those jobs.
The very microphone you're using was built by men. The building was built by men. And there's no gratitude or appreciation. You just tell them they're not doing enough. Future is not going to be great for feminists. You guys are going to get the equality that you're asking for. Men are not going to protect women in the streets. Men are going to stop signing up for the infrastructure jobs. The birth rate's going to keep falling, and the future is going to be bleak.
It's all coming true.
I think a lot of that is, and I think all right, Sparky had to address this. Paul does not put new toilet paper on the roll because he knows I'm better at it. Yes, that is one huge pet peeve because it's all right fucking there. But anyway, but he has the health benefits, so
Yeah. So just
give and take. What
just put the toilet paper on the roll and shut up.
Yeah, just pay my deductible. But it's the look. I would love to say that we are again equally by law. I think is great, but physically we're not equal. We never will be. There may be a few women that could be as strong as men. There's a few women that are built that way, but the majority of women cannot do the jobs, those kinds of jobs that men, like the oil rigging and just these outrageously challenging jobs. We just can't. We're not built for that.
Yeah. Okay. So I saw a video the other day where one guy had to fight 5 of his ex-girlfriends. It was 5-on-1. He beat the shit out of all 5 of them. All right. And he looked like me. He was fat, dumpy, and soft. All right. He was like a steamed dumpling. And he beat the shit.
It was like John Candy in Stripes. He just beats all the women up and takes all their bikini tops.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. So let's circle back to the Planet Fitness again. Hold on 1 second. So we circle back. So again, yes, I think that women should take a stand and start putting their memberships on pause and writing letters. And then men should be doing this too. This needs to be stopped. This really does need to stop. And I guess we're going to have to jump in there with you ladies because it is that important.
Well, it's for everybody. It's it needs the support, and a lot of people I've seen. Several podcasters in our circle that'll be like, well, just tell the girls to do it. Well, why should the girls have to? So here's the thing. Why should a girl in high school give up a potential scholarship by not playing or sacrificing? It's almost not fair that she's penalized to stand up for herself. That's where parents and other adults need to back that. They need to be there because you have to show your child that you are in their corner, and you can't leave it up to it is impressive when the 9th grader speaks, and it is impressive when the high schooler gets up to speak in front of the board. But actions and the strength of this needs to not be powered just by young girls. It needs to have the backing of adults, her parents, the community. And the problem is you have these leaders like this guy, like the guy running for, what was he, governor of California?
Governor of California, yeah.
That guy is like, yeah, fuck girls. And that's essentially what it is. He dismissed girls. He dismissed girls completely with that statement.
Okay.
How do you fight that as a 9th grader in high school? You need the backing and the support of a community. A large amount of people have to be behind you. You need that power of numbers to do that. It's not fair. Because the irony of it is, of course, we're boys and girls, we're not the same, but there's no effect to boys and their scholarships and their sports, but it's the girl who has to. You guys ruin everything, really. We can't even have our own fucking sports.
No,
because
it's not
you guys come in and ruin it.
No, because I think you have to look. A lot of times they're saying that the girls should just, you know what? If there's a guy in there, they just leave and don't compete. Don't compete.
But why do the girls have to lose on that? Because they could lose scholarships. They have to take a stand They need the support of the whole community. Everybody needs to back it. And the girls will be penalized. The girls could lose out on opportunities, especially for the ones involved in sports.
You're going to have to,
looking
ladies,
to get into
you're going to have
school.
to step up, take a stand, and take a hit for this because it affects you more than it affects men. And listen,
I understand that, but there needs to be a backing all around.
Okay,
there needs to be backing
it's
all
not
around
happening
on that.
because a lot of you liberal broads are out there and you accept this. Most of the liberal broads are out there, and they're the ones that are causing this issue. All right, so yesterday I was fucking around and I was testing some stuff out, and I found this guy again, and we've had him on the show, but we didn't have him on the show, but we played him before. And this is just a dude dressed as a woman, and I'm sure he gets his rocks off being able to get into women's spaces. And this guy is as much of a fucking woman as I am.
Hey, fellow TikTokers. Okay, so look, there seems to be lots of debate today over
is that a dude?
bathrooms. Okay, so let me clear this up because, like, I don't understand what this big fucking argument is. So here it is, okay? Lexi uses the ladies' room. Imagine that. Do I look like a boy?
Yes,
No.
Absolutely. You look like a boy.
Well, you're not dressed like a boy, but you're a dude. Yeah.
You look like a man. You sound like a man. You have man features. Fucking Bruce. Fucking Mike and Wheelbarrow full of dicks says he's hot.
Hey, Bob.
Yes. This guy here is one of those gynophiliacs. Autogynophiliacs. Yes. He gets his rocks off from going into women's spaces. That's what this dude is right here.
Any of these gentlemen, if you had a daughter or a wife in the ladies' room and that guy tried to walk in, what would you do? I've seen footage of men blocking the way in.
I saw a woman.
You're not going in there.
At a Walmart, and one of these guys tried to walk in, and she stopped her. She wouldn't let him in.
Good.
And he was having a fit.
Too bad.
Am I beat her up like a boy? No.
You're
a boy.
You have a dress on. Just because you put a dress on doesn't mean you're a girl.
Nail polish. Yeah. And
your nails aren't even done.
With the chokers, dudes? Stop wearing the fucking chokers.
You know
you have an Adam's apple. You're not hiding it.
He's trying to tie down his Adam's apple.
Yeah.
And I don't present as one either.
Oh, dude.
You 100% do, my dude.
You present as a man. No one.
You may not want to. Yeah.
No one takes a look at you and thinks there's not one feminine cell in your whole fucking body. Yeah.
I can't even. That's just disgusting. That is so. I would be so upset if I walked out of a stall in the ladies' room and that dude was standing in front of me because it's a dude. It's a dude. I'm sorry, you can't. Exactly, because look, ladies, like, restrooms are private. Like, roughly, they're private. Like, you don't know what's happening in them. It's not an open space, right? So terrible things happen in restrooms. Children are abducted, children are assaulted, women are assaulted, men are assaulted. Like, there's just, because it's just, nobody sees what's going on. And I can't even imagine the fear I would have. And I'm not normally someone who walks around looking to be scared of shit, right? I don't. I try to walk around with a bit of an attitude. I'm in the cities and, I try to be alert and aware, but there is a vulnerability when you're 5'2" on a good day, and I'm walking, I open the stall and there's a fucking man standing in front of me. I'm sorry. I will freak the fuck out.
All right,
there's no
the
way. And the panic that I would feel, the fear.
We got it. So trans women, here's what you do. Go pee in the woods. Go in the woods, take your dick out and pee in the woods like a man. All right? Stop going into fucking women's rooms.
Stop tormenting women. They enjoy
go outside, pull out your cock and pee on a tree like you did when you were fucking normal before you lost your fucking mind. Let's do that.
I could not imagine being outside of, like, with my daughters, if my daughters were in there when they were younger. Like, you wait for them or whatever.
So
when they're old enough to go in and a fucking dude tries to walk in, I don't fucking think so.
You would beat him senseless with a mop handle.
I wouldn't even think it twice, honestly, because no one's going to fucking go near my babies. Like, absolutely not. That would be fucking mama bear, and I hate those things that say, like, oh, mama bear. But yeah, absolutely fucking.
Sure. I get it. I would do the same thing.
Fight the fuck out of them, because not acceptable. At all.
Gotcha. All right, here we go.
Sorry, go ahead.
Move along.
Are we moving along?
All right. So talk about your soft living people. I got a kick out of this. Gen Z, how long have they been in the workforce? Like a couple of years, maybe 5
years,
5
6 years.
They're already taking mini retirements. They need a break from the rat race. They're just
tired.
Fucking started.
Yeah. So it's 1997 to 2012. So my youngest was born in 99. So she's 26.
Okay.
So like 28 years old would be like the top of the range.
Right.
So at 28, they're tired. Like they're
Tired.
Fucking just
They haven't done anything yet.
Yeah.
They just started working. When did they start working? Most of these kids
16,
didn't start working until
maybe?
they were, let's get crazy, 18. Maybe 18 when they got out of high school. They got their first job. And then if they were in college, they were 25, 23 at the most. They've been working for 5 years and they already need a mini retirement. Most of them.
Mine got a job at 16, 15, actually.
I had a job at 12. I get that.
Yeah.
But
so did
where did she work at 16? Where did she?
She worked at a health food store, actually. So she had like a real retail job. Yeah.
Right.
Weekends, but yeah.
Before I was 12, we would do shit like we would take a lawnmower and we would run around and we would cut grass for old people. We would shovel snow. We'd do anything to make $1. That's
because
how
we wanted money. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because money was freedom. Yeah.
All right.
Get the fuck out of the house. If you weren't home, if you were out, you weren't home cleaning or had to do chores. So you could be like, I'm working, and you could be the fuck out of the house.
We got thrown out of the house. We weren't even allowed in there.
You weren't allowed to clean? My mother had me clean every Saturday. It was clean
you're a girl.
day.
You're supposed to. She was trying to teach you a trade. She was trying to teach you how to clean.
Yeah, how to dust.
I didn't. No.
Sucked.
What happened when my job started when my father got home from work. We did yard work after that Saturday and Sunday. We did yard work. We did stuff around the house. I was carrying bundles of shingles up a ladder to a second story roof when I was like, I could have been no older than 10. Putting an 80-pound bundle of shingles on your shoulder and carrying up a ladder.
Well, it worked for you. You ended up playing football in high school. So how did you get so fucking swole? Carrying shingles and shit.
We did these things all the time as kids.
Because you had
these
to.
Kids are soft. Why don't they have to?
Soft.
They're soft. So let me just go through this one story because it's not on your notes, but this was the one that really got to me.
Okay.
Ellie Kate, 22, used to work 12 hours a day on her online recruitment business until she packed it in to work as a barista. Her days now start at 4:30 a.m. and end at 2 p.m. at the latest, and she loves having her mental energy back. Originally, Elsie had a big plan to concentrate on her career. She was fully ready to embrace the boxy, oversized blazer culture of a girl boss on her way to financial success. But then she realized she just wasn't enjoying life, Duchess. Working all these hours. Well. Yeah, she couldn't. No.
I had to work when I had to work.
On social media, where she racked up over 1 million likes on a TikTok. There's another fucking problem. She shared how she shifted from the corporate career climber to someone who prioritizes her peace. She describes herself as a career-focused girly that turned into a life-focused girly. She's not a boss girl anymore. I want to throw the fuck up.
I want to throat punch her. Shut up.
If the corporate world, look, I understand the corporate world's a dog world out there and everybody's wearing milk bone underwear. I get that. I understand that. You've got to compete with men. You got to compete with other crazy broads. I get all that. All right. If you can't handle that, then go get yourself wiped up, have a couple little rugrats, and, get your domestic engineering on. Take care of your husband and your kids. And, you're not made. Look, there's plenty of broads out there that are made for the corporate world. Look at some of these CEOs of major corporations. They're women. You see them crying like little witches. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Duchess.
No, I just wanted to. I don't disagree with you. I think I started working when I was about 10, babysitting. It was a friend of mine. We would tag team babysit, because then if there was two of us, it was okay to have 2 10-year-olds babysitting your toddler, because we were just barely double digit in age. And that was crazy. I've worked ever since then. I've worked under the table at summer camps, like the whole summer, got paid garbage money.
Sure.
By the way, got ripped off. But it was just like when you learn a lot working, you learn people skills. You learn how to handle money. You learn how to interact. It's important in your way of development in life. And by having your kids not work, even just maybe 5-10 hours a week, just do something, work somewhere outside the house, learn to interact with other human beings that you can't shit talk to. Because like, come on, Mom, I don't want to do my stuff. You know, like it's different when you have a boss telling you what to do than when your mom's telling you to pick up your, socks and underwear kind of a thing. But it is so important developmentally for your kids to learn how to do this. And then the fact that these 10-year-olds or these kids that have been working for 8 to 10 years, maybe are burned out.
They
and are
move back
taking
home.
Gap years. Go fuck yourself.
They
That's
move back
not
home
how
to the
life
parents.
is. Yeah. Yeah. And then they're coming back.
Right. They're moving in with all their shit and they're coming back and they're staying with. Right. They're waiting for they're waiting for parents to croak so they can take over their home. Here's one. I finished my pre-med degree when I was working in a lab. I was really miserable when I wanted to quit and do something different. Now, the other girl motivated her to not listen to what others say. So imagine how much it costs to get a pre-med degree, all right?
I wonder if her parents paid for a lot of that.
Right?
Oh, my God.
And then, so what she is doing now, she's 31. She left her corporate job to go back to, now she's working at a bakery and she loves it. I'm sorry. You know what? Sometimes you got to can I tell a personal story?
All right. Well, can I comment one thing? So she left pre-med studies to go be a baker. Well, I guess it's better that she left it when she did to make that choice. But I would say as a parent, I would be very upset.
Right?
Because that's a lot of money.
Right.
And I wonder who's paying for those loans. But
Who do you think?
Because I can't imagine they were just paying them every month.
Jackass. Jackass is paying for it, not her.
Yeah, we are because dismissed loans. Thank you.
Right. So my daughter's got a problem with her car. All right. She's got these cars nowadays are so low, and she pulls across, she pulls up to a curb and she parks in front of it and she scrapes up there. When she backs out,
the nose.
She breaks the nose, the cow off the car.
Oh,
right.
that's
So
expensive.
now she's and it needs a new bumper. It needs a new bumper. The fasteners are you can't put it back together again. Now, I said to her, there's one way we can fix this until you can get a new bumper. You go out and you get some black, her car's black. You go out and get some black duct tape, bring it over here. I'll tape that bitch up. It'll last for a year when I get done with it.
Sparky,
tie wraps and colored duct tape. There you go, Sparky. I said, when we were racing and we used to call it 100-mile-an-hour tape. You know how many hoods I taped down and shit I taped down? I used to go
duct tape
150, 160 mile an hour. Yeah, it would hold.
Rated for car racing.
Right. She goes, I don't want to do that. It's going to fuck up the paint. The bumper's shot. It's the paint. It doesn't matter. Just bring the thing over. They don't want to. Again, I don't want this. I said, fine. I'm out. Okay. Bring it over here. I'll fix it. I'll get it fixed. So then we have a friend that is in the auto business. We said, when we'll take the car there, and I said, call them up, get an appointment. We'll take the car over there and we'll let him fix it.
Yeah.
Right. Because Dad doesn't know what he's talking about. Dad's only worked on cars since he was 12. Dad doesn't know anything. So, okay.
You're just being cheap, right?
We're going to let somebody, let somebody else take care of it. Okay. You know what she said to me? Can you call them? No, I refuse to. I'm not making your appointments no more. I'm not calling your people. You talk on the phone. Talk on the phone.
Oh, they don't. They're scared to talk on the phone. Everything's an app.
Yeah. If you can't talk to them, text them. She'll call. Listen, I don't mind giving business advice or something, how to talk to your parents, or not parents, to talk to somebody at a job. So, you need some experience with that. When you first start, you kind of need some experience. So I say, all right, what are you going to say to them? And then she'll tell me, I go, okay, why don't we try this and give her something else to,
you role play it out.
Role play it out. Exactly. Right. So she knows what to do.
Did your parents do that with you? No. Mine didn't at all. They're call and figure it out. That's
if I told my dad that I would like him to call somebody for me because I don't want to talk to him on the phone, he would have called me a faggot and kicked me in the nuts.
Yeah, kind of. My mom was more knowledgeable about shit than my dad was, but
he would have
no
backhanded
way
me.
she would have done it. Yeah,
he would have backhanded me. Called me a faggot. He wouldn't have been wrong.
Okay.
I just don't understand. In this day and age, we've made these kids so
soft.
Soft, yes.
These are our kids. That's the shit part. These are our generation of children. Dean says, I know some dumb fuck that just up and quit his job because he thought he was worth so much more money without having another job. Not mentioning any names.
Is that why we didn't get a voicemail from him today?
No, I know who he's talking about.
Oh, you do know who he's talking about?
It's a former member of our Discord.
Okay.
Sparky gets it.
Why don't I get it? I don't get it. I don't know who it is.
It may have been someone you assisted out the door.
Oh!
Tom, dummy.
Professor
Even
Tom.
Bob got it. Not even Bob.
Okay,
Bob got it.
I forgot.
So much for subtle. Like, huh?
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot about Tom.
That's mean.
To be honest with you,
that's mean, folks.
Well,
again,
he's a perfect example. Tom is a perfect example. There's a guy that's got enough on the ball. The only thing that holds Tom back is Tom. For some reason, he thinks everybody owes him a living, that everybody should praise him. He should be able to do whatever the fuck he wants. No matter what he's doing, it's always a problem. You can't. He is a can't-do guy. You got to be a can-do guy in this in this world. You got to be a can. He's a can't.
I'm Tom, chief of misinformation.
Pretty much.
Stop.
Yes. Sorry.
You're not
He don't
sorry.
listen anymore.
You always say sorry, but you're never sorry.
I'm not really sorry. No. He's his own worst enemy. I talked to him one time for 2.5 hours. I almost wanted to kill myself when I got done talking to him. That's how bad it is. I don't know why Bob still takes his calls. I have no idea. I'd change my number or I'd block him. One or the other.
Anyway.
Are we done with that subject?
Well, you certainly had a whole lot to say. Well, I guess in regards to the, these Gen Zers, I don't understand. Like some parts of this, like there's a bit more to this story. If I don't know how long we want to talk about it.
Until we're out of. Until we've talked it out, let's put it that way.
Okay. Well, so it's now it's referred to as like gap years. And a gap year used to be like when you graduated high school, you took that year off to travel or get shit together and then go to college. And I know gap years are very discouraged by schools for students who are going to college because a lot of times that scholarship money, if you say you earn $1,000 from the school you want to go to, they don't wait a year. They don't hold that aside. So you either have to take it or you decline it. So for kids who need that scholarship money, you immediately go into college. A gap year is probably good for some kids to do whatever they need to do. But this gap year, and now kids, these Gen Zers, they refer to them as by today's burned out Gen Z millennials who have been working for what? 10 years?
10 years, maybe.
10, 12. Let's say 12. Let's be crazy.
Let's go crazy. 12 years.
12 years, right? And and they're and millennials who are desperately seeking an out from the corporate grind. If you are burned out at 10 or 12 years, I hate to tell you. Hate to tell you as a Gen Xer, it doesn't get fucking better. Because you know what? At one point, you will need to be responsible. You will need to have money. You will need to have yourself a savings plan because there won't be any money left for you. And if you're expecting the government to give you money, I'm going to let you know now.
Mommy, Daddy
if there's any left, we're taking the rest of it because you guys are
Mommy and Daddy always took care of things. And they want the government
they're not going to get anything.
They want the government
I have
to be
no money to
Mommy and
leave
Daddy.
to my kids. I have no money to leave to my children. The only thing I've got of value is my house. And that's it. And that's if I don't sell it and go somewhere else to get the fuck out of Jersey.
So,
yeah.
Here's a funny thing. These kids today, or these millennials, they're not kids, they're
Kids
adults.
today. How old do we sound?
The kids today, you kids today.
Where are you children? Yeah.
They need an education. Like they need some hard life lessons. They need to be able to have to stand up on their own 2 feet and do things. And the thing is where, you can always move in back with your mother and father. When I left the house, that was it. That you weren't coming back. They took your room and made a den out of it or something.
I'm in one of my daughter's bedrooms right now.
See?
I got a guinea pig on the floor. I got shit tacked up. I got, there's no bed.
Now's
here.
Mom's recording studio. You ain't coming back.
This is my office. Yeah.
Right. this doesn't happen now. These kids come back, they'll move into the basement. They won't pay. Hey, look, you want to move back in? Sure, that's no problem. $400. It's $100 a week for rent. So it's $400.
Which honestly is very fair.
Very cheap. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I got, you're going to use electricity. You're going to use whatever
internet. You're going to eat food.
Yeah, you're going to eat food. Yeah, you got to pay for yourself. It's over. It's over, Johnny. We're kicking you out of your nest. We're kicking you out of the nest. Every mama bird has to, kick the kid out of the nest so it flies. So I just thought it was funny.
Bob says Wi-Fi is extra. Fuck yeah, it is.
Sure it is. You're taking a piece of it.
Oh well, thank you, Sparky.
See?
I'm just going through the comments.
Sparky's just very happy that Duchess doesn't freeze anymore.
It's over, Johnny.
Yeah.
Nobody's more happier than Duchess.
It's over. Yeah.
Okay.
Sparky says 11 years would be the max years worked full-time job if born in 97. Yeah. And, look, I get it. Like, working sucks. I 100% get it. I would love to be a lady of leisure and not have to go to work.
But what would you do?
Whatever I wanted. I could podcast all day. I could do voice work. I could sleep in. I could be at the gym. I could do other hobbies.
And cooking in there.
Oh, well, I probably would have to a little bit if I could afford to do so.
Okay.
Well, look, at one point I was a stay-at-home, and that was because it was the price of preschool was gonna eat up what I made in a job.
Right.
Because that was the part-time gig I was gonna have as a part-time person, and it made no sense. So the decision was I would stay home because I wasn't the one with the benefits. I wasn't the one with the full-time gig. I wasn't the one that was pulling in more money. So I stayed home. And Paul would always say, I've seen her full-time job. I don't want it.
Right.
So he would go to work.
Yeah, here's the other thing. Like a lot of these kids today, they're very self-centered. They don't want to have kids. Yes. All right. It's all about them. They don't want a husband. They don't want to take care of a husband. OnlyFans. I thought about that.
I could learn how to change oil. Ew. I'll get my hands dirty. I don't even pump gas, Bob. I don't change oil.
Because I gotta be honest with you, somebody that's
hands dirty.
Retired.
Yeah.
I have to have a purpose. I have to have something to do. I can't just.
I would find something to do easily.
Yeah, I can't stand like sitting there. Like I see a lot of these people that all they do is watch TV, watch Fox News, watch. Horrible.
No, I would be out of the house as much as possible. I would love that opportunity. I volunteer all over the place anyway. Like I used to volunteer a whole lot more. But yeah, I could definitely see getting involved with other organizations or just more full-time in other things I was interested in. And again, I think the side hustles I would love to do is again, audio work and things like that, or podcasting. We could podcast more often, John.
Let me just tell you something now. You don't make any money in podcasting. There's no money in podcasting.
It's all the sides.
Lorenzo will start an international crime syndicate. Well,
don't hire me. I have no poker face. I would be the worst.
Reach for the stars, Lorenzo. That's all I can tell you.
Who knows? He might already be doing that.
Very possible. He's a man of mystery, Lorenzo. Misanthrope Radio. I got a chance to listen to his latest episode, and I noticed there wasn't any background music. There wasn't any backing track to his thing. And I enjoyed it.
Oh, he said he put it back. He put other things back into.
He did?
Yeah. He said he put other noise in it. So.
Well, he had there was times where he would add it, but it wasn't through the whole episode. I really enjoyed it.
It was more like a room noise.
It could be, yeah. Oh, I understand when he said he took he added his own room noise in, like he took like I forget what he said, but it was a certain amount of decibels that he would use as room noise. Everybody has room noise. It's called, we call it head noise. So there's the headroom in the audio. And so he put his own in, which I've never heard of before. That was the first time I ever heard of that before.
Well,
so that was interesting.
For everything.
All right, Duchess. I want to move on because, if you don't mind, because it's getting kind of late. And of course, it is time for this.
It's time for Trump. Tweets read by Kate will Trump. Be happy or irate. Will it make us laugh or will it be a groaner? Either way, Sparky Toaster will have a raging boner. Have a raging boner.
Abdul the Fool That's what people are calling him, and they may be right. He's got more posts about Jackson Dart meeting the president than sacks on the field. A lot of talking, very little production. Get in the gym, get stronger, get tougher, because if this continues, you will be shipped to Canada's fake football league quickly. Thank you for your attention to this matter.
Trump tweet by Kate. Was it fire or just fate? The chat will set it straight. Trump tweet by Kate. That was a Trump tweet read by Kate. Did she Jamingo or was it great? Now the chat decides her fate. That was a Trump tweet read by Kate.
All right. Now, what that's all about was Jackson Dart, the quarterback for the New York Giants, announced.
Adorable. He's so funny.
He announced President Trump. I think he's like 22. Do you see his mother? His mother's a
She's very pretty.
smoke
Yeah.
show. Holy cow. She's so hot. She had to put her social media, her Instagram on lockdown because people were sliding into
People
her
are
DMs.
gross. Yeah.
So anyhow,
Nasty
here's
people.
Jackson. He's announcing the president.
Grateful, I'm honored, I'm pleasured to introduce the 45th and 47th.
40. What was that?
He's scared to death. He's
Right.
23.
Yeah. 23?
He's 23 years old.
That's amazing.
He's a baby. I have
the
kids.
45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump.
All right, so he comes out. So Trump comes out and again, liberals melted down. They lost their fucking mind. I don't want.
Then don't watch football. What the fuck?
I'm not a Giants fan anymore. Go fuck yourself.
So what?
And then they started
Giants
saying,
suck
"Oh, well, he can do this, but they won't allow." What's his stupid name? He used to play for the 49ers. I can't think of it. The black guy.
Colin Kaepernick.
Colin Kaepernick. They won't let him play because he kneeled. No, it's not because he kneeled for black. Yeah, he sucks. He had more interceptions than touchdowns. Michael Vick went to jail for dog fighting, drowned a fucking dog. He came out. He could still play football. The Eagles had him for the quarterback for 2 years. If the guy can play football, the NFL don't give a fuck what he did.
The
They might
NFL didn't
suspend
have
him for a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, if you beat up a girl in an elevator, they'll suspend you for a couple games.
Yeah, they don't care about
They'll bring you
The
back.
dogs, though, they got to get rid of you.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's it's interesting because the NFL fields for years have been like Black Lives Matter, peace and love, safety. Listen, that they got it on the helmets, they got it on the jersey. It's all over the commercials. It's on the fields, all that bullshit. But this guy, introduced Trump.
Right.
Clearly, he's a fan, but he introduced him, and the backlash is ridiculous. I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Whatever his name was, what's his name? Abdul. I don't know his other. He plays on the Giants, and he said something.
Abdul
about it.
Carter.
Abdul Carter, right. So this became a thing, and then finally Abdul put a tweet out that says he talked to Jackson, they're straight, everybody sit down and shut up.
None of his business. Mind your business.
But fans are going to be, the fans, they're going to have their opinions and they're going to bitch and cry. And if you're a real Giants fan, you don't give a shit. If this guy starts winning games, you ain't going to give a shit to the announcer.
That's all the Giants fans give a shit about is if they win.
Exactly.
And they did pretty good this year.
No, they didn't. They sucked. They're going to suck this year too. They're going to come in last. It's between them and the Giants for last place. Not the Giants. Them and Dallas. Giants and the Dallas for the last place in the Eastern
who would you root
Conference.
more for, Dallas or the Giants?
I can't root for the fucking Cowboys. Never, ever, ever.
But then don't worry about it.
Right.
Well, and then they got that who's that knucklehead running back?
Dex.
The one that got his leg all fucking busted up.
The Scattaboo. Scattaboo is name.
I got to tell you, I love watching Scattaboo. He looks like he would run headfirst into a wall for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, he ain't gonna last
he's a big
long in the
dummy.
league.
Yeah.
He's big. He's already got CTE. So we'll see what happens.
He's absolutely stupid, but he's fun to watch. Him and Dart are fun as fuck to watch together. I absolutely enjoy them.
They are.
So I'll watch a game because of them.
All right, so here comes NFL drops, tweets out. Giants quarterback Jackson Dart has broken records for most NFL jerseys sold in 24 hours, roughly 277,000 jerseys sold. This comes
In
days
24 hours.
Right. All right. Duchess, could you read the bottom of what that says there on the bottom?
It says the readers added context. The NFL drop is a satire account that posts fictional NFL news as stated in its bio. No evidence supports Jackson Dart breaking an NFL jersey sales record. So they're saying it's bullshit.
It's all bullshit. But the funny thing is that so many people ran with this. And then also, remember the Trump tweet that Duchess just read?
Mm-hmm.
That's also bullshit. It's all bullshit. Trump didn't do it. But I'm telling you, that sounds like a fool. That's what people are calling him. And they may be right. He's got more posts about Jackson Dart being the president than sacks on the field. That sounds so much like him.
It literally is. They probably took it and said, make a tweet in Trump's vernacular, in his voice about this. And he's like, yeah, he's an idiot. Yeah, fuck that guy,
I have to be very careful when I research stories. I really do try to research. They get me every once in a while, but even when I do find them, if they're funny enough, I try to fool Kate with them. I try to send them out there to see if she'll read them and do them. Yeah. But we will come back and tell you what's false and all. But I thought that was funny because people were seeing this and it's on Twitter. It's reported on Twitter by NFL Drop. Who the fuck's NFL Drop? I don't know, but it looks official. So
it's
fake
shocking
news.
Because you.
Fake news.
Of course, Sparky goes, even ladyboys fool John every so often.
Funny you should say that.
We've had that conversation.
We had that conversation the other day. I was talking to Duchess the other day, and I said, even if I knew I would get as much shit as I get from you guys for bringing that up, I would still bring it today. I would bring it up today because it was such jaw-dropping moment. You're like, holy cow, look at this Asian chick's pretty hot. And then it, to take the nails off and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden it starts reaching behind you. You go, oh my God, she's going to drop her top. And then when she dropped it up and the tits came off, I was like, exactly. I was like Homer. I was like,
where'd her boobs go?
Wait a minute. Is that a dude? Yeah.
Whoa, exactly. But again, Plastique Tiara is a very pretty, very feminine, would fool probably most of y'all guys. She's just very pretty.
There are some dudes that have transitioned that you can't tell. You cannot
he's
tell.
not transitioned. He's not. He's a drag queen.
He's not.
Yeah, he's a dude. And he's a cute little dude too.
Yeah, he's a handsome young man.
Yeah, and he's young, and he's got that pretty skin. He could be he
He's
could be
Asian.
neutral. That's the whole thing. He's a man, but he's very easily.
He knows how to do makeup. That's all I can tell you.
I send John pictures of him every once.
If it wasn't for the cock, she'd be hot.
Exactly.
So I saw.
Don't go to Thailand, folks. You'd be fooled. 100%.
There's pictures. There's videos of guys in Thailand. And the lady boys over there, and they're like, "Are you a real woman?" He goes,
"Real enough."
Yeah, real enough. So Sarah McBride, the representative out of Delaware, is a trans woman in Congress.
It's a dude. Yeah,
dude. I think his name. I forget what his name is. So there's a picture of him in a green dress, and he's not tucked very well at all. You can see the outline, and I'm like, and it was on Twitter. So of course I go to Grok. I go, hey Grok, is this an AI photo or is this really a photo of Sarah McBride? And it says no, this is a real photo of Sarah McBride.
Oh.
And I was like,
you got to see
Sarah, you're going to have to get some Gorilla Tape to tape down that fucking cock of yours.
She should talk to drag queens because they know how to flatten that down. Really well.
My God.
They tape the shit out of that. And first of all, I cannot imagine how comfortable that is.
How uncomfortable that has to be.
You don't pee. Like you must stop drinking for hours. Like you must dehydrate because I don't know how you untuck that because you just take it and tape it down.
Trust me, I have no idea.
I wouldn't want to pull that tape off,
I didn't even thought about the tape.
Well, I would think you'd have to put it in something.
Maybe put a sock on it and then tape the
some
sock.
kind of sleeve.
Yeah, so that
I would Google it, but I'm not.
Yeah,
Googling how to tape a
first
wiener
of all,
back.
I'm not Googling how to tape your wiener down.
And now it's going to come up on my phone. My phone's right here.
Wiener
Get all
tape.
kinds of tucking tips. Oh,
no,
not that. But I am. So here's the thing. I am actually curious because I watched RuPaul all the time. Me and my daughters would watch it, and we loved it because it was some of the drag queens were really pretty, and then some, no, they just weren't. There's one drag queen called Bob the Drag Queen, and he won. He fucking won. Bob the drag queen. He's a black fella, and he's really funny. He's a good comedian. He's very funny, but his name's Bob the Drag Queen, and I'm like, how fucking catchy is that? Doesn't look like our Bob, but at all. But yeah, and there's some funny names.
Hey, fellow
There's some
TikTokers.
great names.
Okay.
Here's Bob the Drag Queen.
There seems to be lots of debate today.
Bob the
over
lunatic.
bathrooms.
See, Bob the Drag Queen understands that when he's in drag, he's a woman, but when he's not in drag, he's a gay man, and he understands that. Guy just is
I told
nuts.
the story. I was working in a neighborhood in Philadelphia. I was working in this one place, and I'm working on an elevator, and the woman gets off the elevator, and she's asking me all these issues, about the elevator, and all. I go, oh, whatever. And then she turns around and she goes down 2 doors and she goes in her apartment. And then about, I don't know, 3 hours or 4 hours later, guy walks out, and he walks up and he says, and he started talking to me. I said, oh yeah, I think I talked to your wife, sister, or whatever. And he goes, that was me. And I just sat there and looked at him, and I didn't know what to say.
Blink, blink.
Yeah, I didn't know what to say.
Frisco.
And I went, impressive. And then he just, he just walked and got on the other elevator and, went on his way. But I mean, there's some of them you can't really tell. And then you're not really looking at it. He sounded, when he talked to me as a woman, he sounded like a woman. When he came back as a dude, he sounded like a dude. So, I mean, whatever.
All right.
You do you.
Here's a couple. This is Bob the Drag Queen here.
Oh, what do you mean you can't say that's a guy? That's a,
where do you
that
go?
looks like a guy.
Well, that, yes. But that's Bob the Drag Queen right here.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So clearly a dude, right? But then, no, there's no mistaking him for anything. But
well, who's that one that was playing in Orange is the New Black? Laverne Cox.
Yeah, yuck.
Yeah, that. Yeah. He passes. Some of them pass. You don't think so?
Well, the voice.
I didn't know.
The voice doesn't.
Well,
it's a little husky.
Black women have a husky voice. They can.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if you could say all black women have husky voices.
I didn't say all. I said black women can have a husky voice. That's
Kathleen Turner has a husky voice, and she was not a dude.
Right.
I mean,
There's a lot of women that have like a husky voice.
Who?
A lot of women have a husky voice. There's who's.
Well, I think I have a lower voice, but I don't.
Never said you. I didn't say you.
No,
I said
I'm contributing to the conversation. I agree.
Gotcha.
There are women that have lower voices.
Correct.
Yes.
There's this one girl. She's a singer out of a country and western singer out of Nashville, and she comes on and she goes, "Yeah." She goes, I have a deep voice, and yes, I am a woman. I am a biological woman, and you're like, holy shit. I was, I'd be checking for an Adam's apple. To be honest with you, she does have like a deep voice, but she's a singer. Go ahead.
Josh from New Hampshire says, my wife's seen Bob the Drag Queen twice live twice. She's transitions is amazing. He looks like clearly like just a black dude. And then, I mean, when he drags up, he's definitely, it's all emphasis. So it's everything's exaggerated. But then the funny part is he does not change his voice. So it's like, I don't think you would mistaken him for a woman. And he certainly has a lot more money now than he did when he was first on RuPaul. So it elevates, some of the drag queens are much more elevated when they come into much more money. And he does a lot of stand-up. He does routine. He does a lot of work. So it's just funny to see him come out like all glammed up, cinched up and boobs and everything. And then he's like, and then he just has his regular voice and it's just a riot. One of my favorites is Bianca Del Rio, who is, I think maybe half Puerto Rican. And the makeup is outrageously exaggerated, but she's nasty. Like she's like Don Rickles style humor. And she's so mean, so mean, and it's fantastic. We actually went to see her at the Count Basie Theater in Red Bank. Very funny.
When I was in New
great show.
Orleans that one time, I was down there surveying elevators, and we went to Bourbon Street. We're walking down Bourbon Street, and they have a show there. It's a burlesque show, and the drag queens are out on the street selling tickets. They're out on the street. They walk up to you, want to go ticket. And I don't know nothing. You know, I'm just walking around. He's like, do you want to go to the show? And I said, oh, no, we're just walking up there. And then the guy I was with said, you know, that was a dude, don't you? And I went, get out of here. And he said, yep, they're all dudes. Every one of them's a dude. So then I'm like, I don't even know who to trust. It does. It blows
Trust
your
no one.
mind. Yeah.
Trust no one out there.
It blows your mind.
Yeah.
Hi, Bob. How are you?
I stopped watching RuPaul, but they have the interesting thing about RuPaul is he's brought a lot of drag queens out into just the ability to act and do a lot of things. There's some that are models, and there was a couple that were so pretty, like it was astounding that those were men. It's shocking. And there's one is his waist was so small. Like Scarlett O'Hara, if you've ever seen Gone with the Wind, like you could cinched
in there, huh?
Like a 24-inch waist.
Might have had a rib removed to get him that.
Some of them may have. I mean, but he was young. Like some of them are very young, and you can still do that. And then some are like, much older. So it's interesting to see the dynamics of if they're skillful, like if they can sew or they have the skills to create costumes and things like that. That's what. Yes. Sorry, Bob. Bob goes, this is what we get for not leaving voicemails. Yeah, you do. So
we have voicemails. Hey,
should we drift over to them?
No, hang on a second.
I think they're getting a little rowdy.
What if we name the episode
queens?
Bob the Drag Queen? Bob, you think you can make us some artwork for Bob the Drag Queen? Could you?
Can we do the one with Bob with blinking? The blink, blink. That's my favorite drag queen. I can't find a gynecologist to look at me.
Yeah, I can't find a gynecologist to scrape the inside of my
Shut
cock.
up, Bob. Oh, my fake mangina. Yeah.
First of all, I looked up. I thought you yelled at Bob. It's fucking Mike again. All right, let's get into. I love seeing the youngsters try to sew versus the old queens.
Again.
Oh, that Josh, he's over there watching the. Oh, that's right.
It's a family thing. So
his wife. Oh, yeah, my wife watches it. So
Paul would leave the room. Paul would be like, I'm not watching this. He would just get up and he would go sleep in the bedroom. He would go anywhere. He was just like, I'm not watching this.
He's a man.
Well, it just wasn't interesting, and it was just funny because me and the girls would sit there and just be catty. Sure. None of us have any kind of makeup, sewing, talent skills that some of these drag queens are portraying, and we're like, wow, look at them, because we're actual women. We could critique it, I guess, but some of them are so much more talented.
I gotta believe, first of all, I don't think I would ever watch a woman that transitioned into a man and saying, "Oh, look at him build something." Oh, what am I talking about?
Well, there's not many that have. Right. There are very few.
I say that, and I was watching that one that was rebuilding the Chrysler boat motor, and that's a girl.
Josh says, "Hey, I don't tuck, but I enjoy the theater." Okay.
Okay.
Hey, whatever floats your boat, man. All
right, let's get into voicemails. We have Bugger,
right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bud Bugger. Okay.
There you go. So I'm always nervous.
Hey guys, it's Bud Bugger. Hey. What's the difference between Jesus and Bonnie Blue?
Oh dear.
Jesus and Bonnie Blue, the one woman that slept with over 1,100 men or something. I don't know.
The look on their face when you're nailing them.
The look on their face when you're nailing them. I'll allow that. Half wetback Jose.
Oh.
Hey, Boomer Bunker. He's half wetback Jose. Hey, happy Memorial's Days. And, we're thinking about all those who served. But
Amen.
It's time for a joke. So there was this mailman. It was his last day to do a mail route, right? And he goes to this house, and this lady opens the door, and she says, you're retiring today, aren't you? And he said, yes, ma'am. She said, well, I have breakfast. So he goes in and he sits down and he eats his breakfast. And he gets done. He says, well, thank you, ma'am, but I've got to get back on my route. He said, I really appreciate this. She said, we're not done. And she took him to the bedroom and she proceeded to give him the best sex he ever had in his life. Finally gets done. He's catching his breath, and he says, "Ma'am, this has been great, but I really got to get back on my route." And the lady said, "Well, here's $5. And he looked at her and he said, "What the fuck is this for? Why are you giving me $5? And the lady said, "Well, this morning I asked my husband, I said, we should do something for the mailman since he's retiring." And he said, "Fuck him, give him $5. Breakfast was my ideas."
Oh, dear.
I like that.
Very funny.
There we go. All right,
Breakfast was my idea.
Here's Dean.
Uh-oh.
Hey, peace. All white Dean. On this Memorial Day, it's important that we all remember for those who sacrificed everything so we can have things like the Boomer Bunker and the liberties that we have. I have two jokes for you. First one, what is the Taliban's favorite NFL team?
The Taliban's NFL team. Not the Chargers. Seahawks, Chiefs, Rams. Rams? Dolphins? No.
Better not be the Steelers. That's all I'm going to say.
Steelers, Eagles? No. Patriots? No. Buffalo Bills? No. All right, I give up.
The New York Jets.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, because they fly them in the buildings. Get it, Duchess? All right, here we go. Another one.
I don't like that.
Second one. What's the best way to get bubble gum out of your hair?
Best way to get bubble gum out of your hair.
Oh.
All right, here we go.
Cancer.
All right, I'll allow it. Wait a minute. Why do I have two Deans in here?
Because he left two voicemails.
No, he did not. I have two Deans in here. That's okay. All right, Budwugger did leave too. So here we go. Here's the second Budwugger. I think. I don't know. Hopefully it's not the same one.
Hey, it's Budwugger again. Sorry. What do depressed people and people with small dicks have in common?
What do
They
depressed?
both want to be hung like black people.
Oh, they want to be hung like back.
Oh, my God.
Jesus. Okay.
Here, I'll put up
Sorry.
Lorenzo's post again.
Jesus.
Oh, my
All right.
Exactly.
Also, Tina texted me and she left me a message. Hey, John, listening to the latest episode, you guys spoke about how gas shouldn't cost like $4.60, I think you said, and how it's total price gouging. Well, let me share. I just paid $6.18 a gallon to fill our Crosstrek Wilderness. It was $87. Shake my head, ridiculous. I agree about
shit.
price gouging. Yep. I understand. It's terrible. Well, we'll see what happens. There might be a deal. There's not a deal. I think we got a deal. Shut up.
Is she
until
out
there's
in California?
a fucking deal. Yeah, she's in California. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sucks because you got
over $6.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I got to tell you, this Spencer Pratt, this guy has got, they are interviewing him. They're trying to step him up. They asked him today, what are you going to do? How are you going to fix the homelessness? And he said, it's not a single, he said, it's not a single problem. He says, there's a lot of problems. He says, one of the things we're going to do is we're going to cut off all the money that these NGOs and these places that actually import these homeless people, because they're all on drugs. And the people that want to be helped, we have the money to do that. But the people that just want to sit here and do drugs and crime and all that, and the people that are hurting dogs and all that, they're going to go to jail. Mm-hmm. And the other ones are just doing drugs. They're just going to go to Seattle, and Seattle will love them. So 40,000 of them will go to Seattle, will help the ones that want to be helped, and the criminals will send to jail. And then that's how you fix the homeless problem. And I'm like, that is the most common sense answer I've ever seen in my entire life. So I pray to God that he wins in Los Angeles. I really do.
Did you
if not,
see
he should
what
move to and this should be a blueprint for every shithole Democratic city. Chicago, New York, Baltimore, Atlanta, all these.
DC. Yep.
Well, DC's not doing too bad because Trump went in there with the guards, and it's still a lot better than it was. A lot of people.
It is better. Yeah.
They said they're able to walk the streets, enjoy the fountains are working. They weren't working before. He's spending money. They're like, oh, look at the money he's spending to fix the
The nation's capital. What the fuck? Are we supposed to have it look like a sewer?
Well, he said that, what he's spending, Obama just spent I don't know, 10 times the amount and never fixed the fucking thing. He says, I'll get it fixed. So
did you see what
politicians hate it when somebody comes in and fix something because it makes them look stupid. Well, because they are stupid. All right. Go ahead, Duchess.
All right. I'm sorry. I keep interrupting you, but did you see what else Spencer Pratt was doing?
I did not.
So apparently he's been going around.
Oh, you mean anal?
And he's not doing that.
Okay.
Although maybe he'll get some extra votes that way. What he's doing is he's power washing the sidewalks because they're filthy, and he's power washing. This sidewalk could be clean if you elected Spencer Pratt.
I didn't know that was him. I thought someone else did that.
Yeah. Well,
so that's amazing.
They're endorsing him. If it's not him doing it, then
Right.
certainly somebody endorsing him. But it's going around on all the sidewalks, and I thought that was pretty fucking clever because, I mean, that doesn't cost anything but a power washer and a stencil. So well done.
And he's also out. He's out raising. He's out. What would you say? Out raising money. He's out. They're giving him 10 times the donations that they were giving Karen Bass. She looks terrible in this whole thing.
Well, she's going to end up pushing for what's her face, and they're going to try to fucking tie all this bullshit up. That's what they're going to do, I think.
No, I'm sorry. I just looked again, and Neil did not send in a voicemail.
Yeah.
So he might have been busy. I don't know what happened.
He's a busy young man.
All right, Duchess, we will be back here Thursday. I will be doing Shitty Song of the Week tomorrow.
Yes.
I'm bringing a Bruce Springsteen song because what other shitty, I mean, how can you can't swing a dead cat at Bruce Springsteen and not have a shitty Bruce Springsteen song.
I'm a fan of his old stuff, I think. And, I think I liked him before he got all politically bullshitty. And I think the last decent album was probably, I'm not a fan of it, Born in the USA, but I'm a big fan of the Hungry Heart album.
Well,
but
I picked something off the River album. The River album.
The River, excuse me. Yeah.
That's
that
the
one.
Biggest piece of shit album I've ever seen in my entire life.
Oh, I like the River. Actually, that's the only one I own.
Really?
I do. Well, yeah. Now, my mom was a humongous Bruce fan. So it was every fucking cleaning day. All the Bruce Springsteen records on the fucking stack, in the old days for us if you youngins don't know, there used to have turntables and you could stack these things called
45s
records.
on there. Yes.
No, records, like 33s, the LPs, you could stack them on the needle and they would just drop down. And then when they were done, my mother would just go over and just flip them. And then you'd hear the other side, all the B-sides.
So when you didn't commit suicide.
It was Springsteen, it was Clapton, Dylan. It was fucking awful.
Oh, that's a different story.
I'm not a fan of any of them.
And I've been to, I've seen Bruce Springsteen at least 6 times.
He puts on a show. Yeah.
Yeah, he did put on a show, and I've seen him live. But most of the time, I was usually inebriated by the time I got in there.
Oh, he sounds better when
the other day, me and Sally Ann, we were down the river, and
I was trying to get laid in the back of the car. Yeah,
I said, "Hey, I got a popcorn bucket here. Need some butter. Think you can jam your hand in there and fish around
and get some butter in there."
Says, I'm not that kind of girl. I said, "Well, walk the fuck home."
Yeah.
All right. So anyhow,
do you remember him in the Super Bowl when he was? Do you remember at one point because I guess after Janet Jackson, they just had a majority of guys playing, and he ran down and then dropped to his knees to slide, and I'm like, oh, he just broke his knees. He's 100 years old. He should not be doing that.
Well, he jumped
I can't
up
believe he got back up.
We just lost Bruce. He jumped up on the stage the other day and tripped and fell, and they had to come pick him up.
Fucking old man, piece of shit.
Yeah, I wanted to use that song that he just wrote for Indianapolis, the new one that he just wrote, but I figured out. I just figured.
Really?
That's a shitty song. You don't think that's a shitty song?
For the 500?
What?
What are you saying? What song he wrote for Indianapolis?
Bruce Springsteen wrote a song for not Indianapolis.
Are you talking Minneapolis? Oh, fuck that. Who cares?
It was Annapolis.
Annapolis, yeah, down in Maryland.
It was Annapolis. Minnie and Eric Clapton was the best, especially Devin from Heaven. Yes.
What are you saying?
Right. All right. Well, we got to wrap this up here.
We do. Are we going to go to Discord after this, maybe?
Yeah, let's go to Discord
if
after
anyone wants
this.
to join us in Discord?
Yeah, if you want to join us in our Discord, you can always do that. You just go to boomerbunker.com/Discord, and we will be there.
Come hang out with us.
Mm-hmm. All right, Duchess, say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you for listening to this episode of the Boomer Bunker. We'd love for you to become a bunker dweller and join us live. Catch our live streams every Monday and Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Eastern on YouTube, Rumble, and Twitch. And if you've just found us, be sure to follow or subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast apps so you never miss a new episode. And hey, while you're there, do us a solid. Share the show, tell a friend, and leave a review. It really helps. For show updates, shenanigans, and general tomfoolery, follow us on social media. All the links are in the show notes, or simply visit boomerbunker.com. We'd love to hear from you. Got something to say? Shoot us an email at theboomerbunker@gmail.com, or send a text or leave a voicemail at 856-477-1935.
The Boomer Bunker Podcast. The Boomer Bunker Podcast. The Boomer Bunker Podcast.